Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a quilt block that has a heart shape to it. You can use any colors that you want. Now I'm using 100% cotton quilting fabric. And you don't have to do it in red or pink to make a heart. I've seen these in blue and yellow and green, orange, purple. You can do it in any color you like. So if you're interested in making something out of it, when you're done, I'll have a suggested link for an easy project listed below your YouTube screen. Okay, let's get started. Now, the suggested sizes of your pieces for this heart quilt block will be listed below your YouTube screen in the description section. Just scroll down, click on the words Show More, and it will expand open and you will see the sizes listed there. This is my D fabric for the background. They're the 1 3/4 inch squares. You want to draw a line from corner to corner. So I'll use a ruler. It makes it a lot easier and it's a lot straighter. And then draw corner to corner. So do it on all of your 1 3/4 inch squares for the background. This is my A fabric here, the pinkish, reddish pink color. Take 2 of your squares and put them on opposite sides. So you've got one on each end. Your drawn lines are going to come from the bottom, up, and in. So make sure they're both coming in this way. Don't have them both going in different directions like this. They want to come up and in. And then go ahead and pin it down. Then when you stitch, this is real important so that it comes out fairly even, is that you stitch on the outside of your drawn line, but real close to it. Not on top of it, but real close on the outside of the drawn line. You do that on both sides. Then, after you've done that, take a ruler or measure it and cut with your rotary cutter or scissors your seam down to 1/4 inch wide. Then after you've cut, take that seam that you've cut, turn it under, and then press it flat. And you do that on both sides. Now take your B fabric and place it on top, line up your edges, place some pins to hold the fabric, and then stitch a 1/4 inch seam along here. So after I've done all of that stitching, this is what the back side of my block looks like so far. So make sure you make 2 of these, what we've completed so far. On just one of them, take your other D fabric piece, the 3-inch square, and bring it on one end and stitch along there a 1/4 inch wide seam. Then press this seam going towards the D fabric. So press it on the top side. On your other piece, you're going to take your 5 1/4 inch square, that is your C fabric, and bring it front sides together and stitch a 1/4 inch wide seam. Then press that seam going towards the larger square. Have this piece going towards your left side. Take this piece and place it on top here. Then put it front sides together. And it's one important step you want to do is make sure that this seam is laying right on top of each other. The seam on the bottom is going in the opposite direction of the seam on top. That's so that it's not bulky and it's nice and flat in here. So you want to place a pin to hold that together. Finish pinning this edge and then stitch a 1/4 inch seam along there. So after stitching, you want to press that long seam on the back side and then turn it over to the front, and you're going to press the seam on the back side going towards this strip up here, and then you are done. There are so many things that you can do with this quilt block. Of course, you can put it into a quilt, a table runner, make a gorgeous pillow out of it. There's so many different options. But for those of you who are just getting started in sewing and quilting, I suggest you start with a pot holder. So I'm going to have a link to my tutorial, 3 easy pot holders. It will be in the description section below your YouTube screen. So scroll down till you see the words Show More. Click on that and that section will expand open. And you'll also see other beginners tutorials listed down there. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.